Happy Easter to all. Yes, Easter deserves to be celebrated for a long time. Everything around us reminds us of this wonderful mystery of new life, new beginnings, resurrection. In our church community too, so many things are reminding us of new beginnings after the 2-year pandemic. We are step by step reintroducing activities and rituals that were familiar to us before the imposed hiatus. One of them is the healing ministry. Now you might want to think, isn't everything we do in church focused on healing? And yes, you are right. But depending on what stage of life you're going through, some specific rituals become more meaningful. And so this coming Sunday, during the 10:30 Eucharist, we will be reintroducing our healing prayer ministry that takes place in the columbarium during the distribution of communion. Many of our rituals involve a visible and tactile element through which we can see and feel God's presence in the ordinary and the material. No need to wait for supernatural apparitions. We call this sacramental theology. This is why the Church insists on a visible and tactile element in each of the sacraments. We use water, oil, bread, wine, candles, and the laying on of hands. Our healing prayer ministry also uses visible and tactile elements. We use holy oil and the laying on of hands as symbols of God's presence, while we pray with someone in the candle-lit sacred space, which is conducive to intimate prayer. If you would like one of us to pray with you for any reason at all, or no specific reason, please stop by the columbarium during the distribution of communion and enter this sacred space where someone will listen to you and pray with you. It is important to note, however, that we, the team or the specific minister present in the columbarium, do not do the healing. It is always God that does the healing or the making whole again. We represent the whole congregation, and thus it becomes a communal prayer. Jesus says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And so I invite you to come and unburden yourselves. I'll see you in church. Thank you.